Okay, good evening, everyone. You're welcome to my life. You're welcome to my life. You're welcome to my life. Good evening. Okay, so if you can hear me, can I have it in comment section? Can I have a comment in the comment section to know that you can hear me? Can I can I get a comment so that I can know that you are okay? If you can hear me, can I have it in the comment section? Can I have it in the comment section if you can hear me? If you can hear me, can I have it in the comment section? Okay, can you hear me? Good evening, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Okay, all right. Okay, a minute. I'm sharing the link so that others can also join. Okay, so right now let's try and share the link to others too so that they can join. Okay, let's share the link to others so that they can join as well. Okay, okay, okay. Let's share the link to others too so that they can join. All right. So now let's okay a few minutes so that we will start. Okay, a few minutes. Just want to keep on sharing the link. After that, we continue. Okay. All right. So if you can hear me, let me have it in the comment section. Okay, let me have it in the comment section. You can hear me. So today we are coming to start with introduction to forex trading. Okay, very simple. Um, flame. Okay. All right. So any comment for me? I want to know if you can hear me. If you can hear me clearly and well. And also, can you see my screen? Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Can you see my screen clearly? Okay. All right. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started. All right. So this is on XAU USD. In XAU USD, market will open in some few minutes to come. So we are just going to look at the overall, okay, the overall thing of what market is actually doing. So on NFP we had a new high in the market. Okay, during NFP we had a new high. So we are going to be looking for opportunities of which we can get ourselves involved. Okay, we are going to be looking for opportunities of which we can get ourselves involved. Okay, all right. Okay, so if you can hear me, that's fine, and that's clearly. All right, so let's start with the weekly time frame. Okay, let's start with the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you are going to have what the market has been doing during the week. Okay, so when starting from here, what do we see? We see that on gold has been in a bullish trend when it comes to the weekly time frame. Gold has been in a bullish trend for a very longer period of time. Okay, gold is in an uptrend for a very longer period of time. All right, so let's continue. So what we're going to do is right now on the weekly time frame, it is bullish. So we're going to be looking for opportunities in a weekly time frame. We are going to check on other time frames to also see whether weekly and those kind of time frames are the same, because we have what we call the multi time frame. You can have a bullish trend on the weekly and then having, let's say, a bearish trend on the 30 minutes time frame. Are we getting it? So let's look at that as well. So right now, okay, so this is what I'm going to do because most people couldn't join the group. I've also connected to TikTok, but then I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now. So connect to Stupendous Hill Figure on YouTube. Okay, connect to Stupendous Hill Figure on YouTube. Okay, so let's move on to the daily time frame. Okay, let me change the interface so that we can have a different one. So you're going to be working on that. All right. So right now on the weekly, this is on the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, what do we see on the daily time frame? We see that on the daily time frame, market was consolidating within the zone before we had a break, right? Market was consolidating within the zone. So we are still going to map out those zones. Okay, we are still going to map out those zones. And then once those zones have been mapped out, what do we see? Market came and then what? And broke this zone, right? Market came and broke this zone. So, and then because right now gold is on what? Gold is on is bullish. We are going to be looking for buys. Okay. So in the market we have um trend. Okay, we have trend that the market follows. Okay, we have trend that the market follows. So in each trend, what you have to do is every time you are trading, you don't trade against the trend, but then you trade with the trend. If you trade against the trend, you are always going to be mitigated. When talk of mitigation, okay, meaning always going to be stopped out from the market. Are you getting it? Always going to be stopped out from the market. So let's look at something here. Whenever you open your chart, you're going to see the market this way, and then most people has also been asking themselves that when it comes to trading, is trading gambling, is trading betting, is trading a lot of questions. So let me explain it to you today. Okay, when it comes to trading, we don't gamble, we don't bet. Okay, but then the truth about trading is very simple. We have two currencies. Okay, we have two currencies, and then with the currencies, so it's either currency or any other thing. But let's focus on the currencies. Okay, so with the currency, each of the currency is what that's the financial market. So each currency holds some kind of capital, right? So that's why in your country sometimes you're going to have this kind of, you hear, okay, right now I'm in Ghana, sometimes you'll be hearing say the cities has rises, and then the dollar has what, has fall or something, and sometimes you hear the dollar has rises. Are you getting it? So if you are trading, what you are doing is you are saying that, okay, so within, let's say, the next 1 hour to come, or the next 30 minutes to come, this is what this financial market is going to do. So you believe that, okay, the next 1 minute to come, the dollar is going to strengthen. So what you do is you don't gamble or you don't bet, but rather you invest your money into the dollar. So once the dollar rises, it rises with your money. So what you withdraw or what you close as profit, so what you close is what is your profit you earn from what, from investing your money into the financial markets. But then if it doesn't rises and it falls, meaning it is falling with your money, so you're going to lose your money. Are we getting that? So that is why most people don't understand, and then they call it gamble, they call it betting, they call it whatever. But you can't compare trading to betting and other stuff. Are we getting it? Because in trading, the only thing you are doing, you are investing into it, but you have to know that investment comes with risk. So you are now predicting that, okay, the next 30 minutes to come, the dollar is going to strengthen. So you want to what, invest your money into the dollar. So once it strengthens, you what, you it strengthens with what, with profit for you. Are we getting that? It strengthens with profit for you. But then if it doesn't strengthens and then it weakens with your capital. So it tells you that you're going to lose. Are we getting that? Because you invested for what? For the dollar to strengthen. Are we getting that? Okay. So this is that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, that's what we're going to do right now. So right now, this is an uptrend. What is an uptrend? In this uptrend, what we know is that, okay, should I say what we know? What I know is that when it comes to an uptrend tells you that the kind of pair that you are trading, right? The base currency was what, was strengthening or is strengthening. Are you getting it? The base currency is strengthening. So once the base currency is strengthening, we have what we call the pullbacks. So the pullbacks is the quote currency is not going to allow the base currency alone to what, to strengthen. They also have to come in and then they push the market. They also try their best. Are we getting that? So if you invested into this financial market, that the dollar is going to strengthen, so you invested, and then once the dollar is strengthening, if this happens, meaning your profit of which the dollar has given you will also what, will reduce, and as it keeps on moving, your profit also increases. Are we getting that? So that is how this financial market works. Okay, that is how this financial market works. So it is not gambling, it's not betting. I don't care about how other people talk about it. Most people will be asking, all right, good evening, Peter. Most people will be asking about it. Is it gambling? Is it whatever? No, trading is not gambling. Okay, trading is not, you can't compare it to also betting. You can compare it to betting. Yes, that's what I believe, and that's what I know from my, I'll say from my experience. But then I don't care about what other people talk about it, right? Because I don't accept that. I don't accept that. Okay, so let's look at it. So what do we see here? what do we see over here? This market moves, right? But um when it comes to you losing money, okay, when it comes to you losing money, you have to understand that you are trading against smartest people. Okay, you are always trading against, right? Because as you are buying, somebody is also selling, so you are always trading against the smartest people. For us, depositing let's say $100, $1,000, $10,000, $20,000, like a single traders. Okay, let me put it that way. A single traders, we are called the retail traders, right? We are called the retail traders. Why? Because we can't move the market. Okay, we can't move the market. There is this man in Wall Street. I've forgotten his name a little bit. He says he trades $1 billion every day. He trades billions every day. Just a single person. He said he trades billions every day. Only him. Not like maybe with a team or something. Only him. He trades billions every day. You also have other people who trade billions every day. So for them, they are the one who moves the market. Are you getting it? Yes, that old man. He's some kind of like old man in the Wall Street. So he trades billions every blessed day. Are we getting it? Only him. So it even tells you a lot. It tells you a lot because when we hear about other people, people do talk a lot. People do talk. They ask themselves, is trading even raw? Can somebody trade this? Can somebody trade that? Yes, why not? Why not? It's yes, you can trade it. Why not? It's absolutely true. Okay, so what we do here is that because we can't move the market, because we can't shake the market, our capital can't do anything in the market. So we have to now come and play smart. Okay, you have to play smart. How do you play smart? You have to always make sure that those who can move the market, so like that man I'm talking about, he can move the market, right? So if he can move the market, what you have to do is that when he's moving the market, you flow with him. Are you getting that? When he's moving the market, you flow with him. So that is the smartest way that we are trading. So we have to always be spotting zones that you don't have to rush to jump into the market. But then once when they are for them, like when they enter the market, they are flowing the market, you flow with them. Are we getting that? So we have what we call the uptrend, right? When it comes to uptrend, we have the pair. Okay, we have the pair. So let's say we have USD, we have USD, and then we have JPY. Okay, we have USD, we have JPY. So USD stands for United States dollar, and then JPY stands for Japanese yen. Okay, so with these two currencies, if you are trading, what you are saying is that and also we have of buy and sell. Okay, so let me explain the buy and sell with it. Okay, so buy and sell. Buy and sell. Okay, so those on YouTube, let's make sure we share the link to others also for them to join. Okay, let's share the link to others for them to also join. Okay, so let's look at this. We have USD and we have JPY. Okay, so what we do is that the buy is for what? Is for this is the base currency. Okay, this is the base currency, and then the second one is what? Is the quote currency. So this is what? The base, and then we have of the quote. Okay, we have of the quote. Okay, so this is the base currency, and this is the quote currency. So the base currency is what? Is the first currency that you have. Okay, so you have USD and JPY. So USD is the base currency, JPY is the quote currency. Okay, so when you click on a buy, you are investing your money into the US dollar, that the US dollar is going to strengthen. So if the US dollar strengthens, it strengthens with your money. So you make profit because it is a financial market. The banks are trading, governments are trading, right? They are always doing what they can for their currency to what to be strong. So you what you are also doing is you are investing into their currency. So if their currency rises with profits, your investment also rises with what? With profits. Are you getting it? But then if the time that you invested your money, their currency didn't rise, but then it falls, then it tells you that your investment is now going to be what? Going to be reduced. I guess your investment is going to be reduced. And if your investment is reducing and you don't have what we call a stop loss, you can lose everything because your investment is reducing, meaning you are losing what you are having. Are we getting that? You are losing what we are having. You are having in um your your account, and then we have of the quote currency. So JPY is what is also the quote currency. So when you click on the sell, what you are telling yourself or what you are telling the market is that okay, I believe that in the next, let's say the time you click on the sell, what you believe is that the currencies are going to strengthen. So JPY is going to strengthen. So you are investing into JPY. Okay, you are investing into JPY. So once JPY strengthens, it strengthens with your profit. But then if it weakens, then it weakens with what? With your profit. So your profit is also going to weaken. Your balance is going to weaken. Are you getting that? So the only way that you sometimes blow your account is because it's weakening more than what you have in your account. So you are going to lose it. But then if it weakens and then you have no stop loss, but then if it weakens and when where it weakens to, your account was able to hold to where it weakens to, then you are not going to what? You're not going to lose the whole account. So you are going to start being in profit once it also what starts strengthening. So let's say right now you want to you've done your analysis. After analysis, what you saw is that the USD is going to strengthen, right? And then you click on what? On a buy. And then okay, so market was here. You did your analysis. You saw that the US dollar is what going to strengthen. So you click on a buy, and then it started what strengthening. So as this market is what is moving, it is moving with what? It's moving with your account. It's moving with your investment. So it's giving you what? Giving you profit. Are you getting it? As when it decides to reduce, then your profit that you've been having will also start reducing. Are you getting it? Your profits will start reducing. So when market gets back to where you entered, then it means now you've come back to zero. You have no profit. And when it continues to move to the downside, when it continues to move to the downside, then your investment will now start being in negative. Are you getting it? So it will keep on going and your investment is what now becoming worse until you loses everything. Are we getting that? But if you have a stop loss, if you have a stop loss in this trade, once it starts moving in negative, and then let's say your stop loss is within this zone, once it started moving in negative, when it hits it, you are going to be out. So it tells you that you have secured what the rest of your account, right? You have secured the rest of your account. You didn't lose everything to the market, but you have secured parts of your account, right? You have secured it because you know that if you risk everything, if you lose everything in this trade, the next trade to come, you wouldn't be able to trade. Are you getting it? So that's why you need this kind of stop losses. So if you click on a buy here and then the market didn't buy at that time, what you're going to do is it will now start moving in what? In a loss. So your investment is what is now in a loss. Are you getting that? But if you click on a buy and start buying, then you are what? You are enjoying your profit. So you have to understand that the financial market doesn't move all the way this, right? It doesn't move all the way. Like it doesn't move in just a straight line, but then it moves in waves. the first thing I learned in trading, that the financial market moves in waves. It moves from one point to the other, one point to the other. So that is what you have to understand. Are you getting that? That the financial market moves in waves, right? Because even if you look at your currency and then the dollar, what you see is that sometimes the dollar will reduce for your currency to what, to strengthen. Even if not more than the dollar, your currency will strengthen sometimes, and then sometimes it weakens. The same thing. Are we getting that? The same thing. So the this market too moves in waves. So it strengthens, it weakens, it strengthens, it weakens. Are we getting it? So that is how it is. And then if we have of the downtrend, okay, if we have of the downtrend, and then you want to also sell the market. So let's say market is here, you've done your analysis. What you saw is that the market is going to sell. The moment you click on the sell, you are going to be in what? In profit. So as the market is moving, you are in profit, right? If the market pauses and then retraces backwards, then your profit that you are having will start reducing. Your profit will start reducing, and then until the market starts again moving backwards, that's when your profit will what, will continue moving. So most of the time people don't get it. They're like, once the market is moving backwards, I have to leave. And yet then you will leave the market, it will continue moving. Then you'll be asking yourself a lot of questions like, what is even happening in the market? Immediately I quit from moving backwards, it has now started moving into profit. It's because that's how the market is what is designed to be. Okay. One currency doesn't allow the other to move all the time. Again, one currency doesn't allow the other to move all the time, because we are human beings. Our perspective on one thing is different. Are you getting it? Our perspective on one thing is different. So that is how it is. Sometimes for you'll be like, okay, so why is it that if I want to buy, everyone should also buy, or why is it that not everyone is doing the same thing I'm doing? Yes, that's how the system is designed to be, right? We are all trying to play smart in the market, but then we can't do the same thing at the right at the same time. I guess we can't do the same thing at the same time. So you have to also understand that once you are moving in profit and then the market retraces, it is what the system has been designed to do. The system has been designed to move from waves to waves. Okay, so it moves in waves. That's one point to the other. You have the ups, you have the downs. You have the ups, you have the downs. It's more or less like how most people feel like they're like, oh, their life is full of ups and downs. Are you getting it? That's how other people feel like how it is. So that's the market to you. Okay, so anytime you buy the market, you buy, what you are saying is that the first pair, sorry, the first currency is what is going to strengthen, and the moment you click on sell, you are saying that the second currency is also going to strengthen. But then if you click on a sell and then the second currency didn't strengthen, what is going to happen is you are going to encounter what we call loss. Okay, so when you are encountering loss, what you have to do is to protect your capital, because most of the time where you are selling or where you are buying is not where the market has to buy from. But if in case it buys from that same zone, that's where you'll be enjoying what? You'll be enjoying profit. So you have to understand that the market moves in what? In waves. Are we getting that? So we have what we call the uptrend. Okay, we have what we call the uptrend. So if we take the uptrend, okay, if we take the uptrend, what I know, what I have studied, what I have come into conclusion in the market is that if you take an uptrend doesn't mean that buyers were only pushing the market to the upside. Okay, it doesn't mean that buyers were only pushing the market to the upside, but what it means is that buyers push the market, sellers push it downwards. Buyers push, sellers push. Are you getting it? But then those who were having the upper hand in the market are the buyers. Are you getting it? Because buyers push, sellers push. So everyone is trying to do their best. Buyers are pushing, sellers are pushing. But then those who were able to have the upper hand are the buyers. Are we getting that? Those who are able to have the upper hand are what? Are the buyers. So that's why Those on YouTube, can you hear me now? Okay. I'm sorry for that. All right. Okay. Okay. So I think you can hear me now. All right. So right now you're on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, what do you see? You see that this is the first high the market gave us when market started moving from this zone. This is the first high it gave us. And what do we see? Pushed down and then closed the candlestick. They opened their candlestick from this zone and then close it here, right? And then what happened again? The market fell, it started rising again, and then what happened again? We It also got rejected. And then the market moved downwards again. When it rises, it's also rejected. But then what do you see here? If you check, it's they are rejecting on the same zone, right? If you draw a line, they are rejecting on the same line. Whenever the market rises, it falls. It is telling you that there is something what sitting this zone or sitting above this zone, which keeps moving the market downwards, which keeps moving the market downwards, right? It tells you that we have some specific people in the market that whenever the market starts rising and then it gets to this zone, they will push it backwards. Are you getting it? We have some kind of huge amount of money sitting here that whenever the market gets here, they will push it downwards. So how many times did the market try? So the market tried, I would say this is the first one. So it tried one, two, three. Are we getting that? And then on the fourth one, it's rejected earlier. And then the fifth one of which the market decided to rise, it now broke that zone. Are you getting that? Market broke that zone. So it tells us that now those who are pushing the market downwards, we have collected that strength or we gathered a lot of strength to push those people. I'm getting because they were having an upper hand that anytime the market now tries to move above the zone, they will push it. Anytime it tries to move, they will push it. But then this time around, those who are now pushing the market upwards gathered a lot of what? A lot of strength to push these people. So here is what is the last high that's in sitting in the market. So this time around is what we went to clear. So we've cleared them out. We've cleared their liquidity from the market. Are you getting it? When we talk of liquidity in the market, liquidity means money. Okay. When we talk of liquidity, liquidity means money. So liquidity is what? Liquidity is money. Okay. Please, those on YouTube, can you hear me now? Those on YouTube, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me have it in the comment section. Okay, if you can hear me, let me have it in the comment section. Okay, so right now we've also gotten to know that, and then what do we see again? We also see that when the market also falls, we're having some kind of rejection zones, right? Market was tapping in those zones as well. So we are also going to work on that zone because we have to now start asking ourselves questions. What is actually happening in these zones that when the market gets there, it gets what? It now rejects it, like it rejects to the upside. And then when it gets there, it also moves backwards. So what do we see here? If you look at the daily time frame, gold was what? Gold was ranging. Okay, gold was ranging. This is a point, this is another point. So it was moving from one point to the other. Are you getting it? So from this point to this point, from this point to this point, right? And then once it went all the way from this point, it came downwards. So this time around, people were expecting it to get back to this point and then fall again. But what do we see? It got to this point and then moved downwards. It didn't also get to this point and then it started what? Breaking the zone. So it broke the zone from here. So right now we have broken the zone. we have broken the zone. So we are sitting above the zone. Are you getting it? So this zone of which market has been trying to break, we have now break the zone. So it tells you now that once we've been able to break this strong zone, the market is now in what? In a free way to do whatever it has to do. I getting it? Because what we got to know is that we have some kind of strong people sitting above this zone that every time they push the market downwards. But then this time, if we have been able to break above, we have what you call freedom. Are you getting it? We have what you call freedom. So this freedom means we can now continue to move the market. We can now continue to move the market. So what we are going to do is these people of which we are trying to break, and they will not allow us to break because we broke through them. We are going to use where we broke through them to serve as our push to the upside. So once we pull back, we are going to what? We are going to keep on moving from that zone. Are you getting it? So right now gold is open. Okay, gold is open. Right now gold is open. The market is open. Okay, market is open now. So let's begin with the 4 hour time frame. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, right, that's the same thing that the market was doing, but then now we've been able to what? To break through, and we are what? We are sitting above this zone. Okay, we are sitting above this zone. So what do we see? Right now this zone is not needful anymore. We are not going to be looking at this zone anymore because the market is far from the zone. So we're not going to focus on this zone. We are now going to concentrate on this zone that we have here. So before then, this zone was what? Was a support zone. Then this is what? Our resistance zone. So support zone helps the market to push to the upside, and then the resistance zone helps the market push to the downside. Are we getting that? It helps the market to push to the downside. Okay, but then before that, let's check what is happening on um BTC. Okay, I want to see what is happening on BTC. This is the trade that we took on BTC on Friday, the analysis we did. Okay, so BTC is still in this zone. So this is a strong selling zone of which the markets are tapped into. So if you were on my live yesterday, you saw this analysis when market was here, was within this zone. So this is where some traders said it's going to move to the downside. But then because I don't trade their strategy, so we didn't listen to them. And we are in massive profits right now. Okay, so let's continue. So what do we see here again? Okay, let me change the interface. Okay, so right now, because market has been able to break through this resistance zone, so like I said, the support zone helps market to rise, and then when it comes to the resistance zone, the resistance helps market to fall. I get it. The resistance helps market to fall. So it's like having something like, how should I use it? Let's say having let's say a ceiling. Okay, if you're having a ceiling, if you throw something to the upside and then if it hits the ceiling, what's going to happen is going to bounce back, right? And then when it bounces back, let's say if that thing keeps bouncing, when it bounces back and then it's hit the floor, it's also going to bounce to the upside. So that same thing. So if market gets to this zone, it has to bounce back. And if the market also gets to this zone, it also bounce to the downside, right? So right now we're able to what? To break this zone which keep pushing the market to the downside. And then now if we have been able to break it, now we're going to be focusing on these zones again. So this time around, if markets or if gold gets back to this zone and then break it to the downside or get to this um zone that we have here, what is going to happen is we are going to now be looking for a different thing. Okay, it tells you that now market is not going to continue its trend right now, but then it needs some time. Are you getting that? It needs some time. Okay, so what we have to do is every time that you spot a zone and then you move on to a specific time frame, you have to make sure that that zone is in the same position, or it fits in with that time frames, or like it fits in with that time frame. Okay, that's what you have to be looking out for. Make sure that it fits in with that time frame. So we just have to make sure that our resistance zone fits in with what, with our 4 hour time frame. You have to make sure that it fits in with our 4 hour time frame. Okay, so this is it. That's you're going to be using here. The rejection that's happening here. That's what we're going to focus on. So we tap into. Okay, so what happened is it broke the zone and then keep on moving. Are you getting? So right now gold is what? Gold is in an uptrend. So we are going to be focusing above this zone, right? And if it is able to what, to get all the way downwards and then break this zone to the downside, that's when we will now be looking for some kind of opportunities to what, to sell. But then right now gold is what, in an uptrend. So we are going to be looking for what? Looking for buys. Okay. We are going to be looking for buys. So we are going to be looking for buys right now. Okay. So is it, sorry, did you draw those points on monthly time frame? No, I started with weekly time frame. I started with weekly time frame and then I move on to the daily time frame. So I had it on the weekly time frame, not on monthly time frame. And you say which time frame zone you change to again. Okay, that's to the 4 hour time frame. I get in 4 hour time frame. So right now we are, oh, okay, so I jumped, right? Sorry. So we are on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, we're on the 4 hour time frame. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Sorry. So we are on a 4 hour time frame right now. Okay, so gold is what? Gold is bullish. What are we going to do? We are going to be looking for buys. So how do we buy? Do we jump into gold from this same zone? No. What do you have to do right now? You have to be patient by analyzing the market and then you spot some kind of zones. So once you have the zone, what you do is let the market come to your zone and then you do what? You buy. So right now we are looking for buys in gold, not sales. We're looking for buys. Okay. So come trade with me, come buy with me. Okay. So to start with, I have seen a break of structure started here. I've seen a break of structure. So I'm not, for me, I'm not going to focus on this what we did, but then because of you, that's why I showed you. But then for me personally, I don't use it. Then because of you, that's why I have to just take my time and indicate this to you, because I can spot it with my eyes. Okay, so we have a tiny break of structure. I see that, very tiny break of structure. And what do we see again? This is the last high, sorry, the last low in this uptrend. This is the last low, and then the market what? This is the last low which pulled the market to this upside. And what do we see? We had this kind of a sell to the downside, and when the market was selling, it broke this last low which was given. So we are going to what? We are going to map it. We are going to map it this way. And if you map it, what do you see? That high is also broken again. So it tells you that this change of character that we have here is what is not giving us confirmations to what to continue on selling. But then it was what? It was a false pullback which broke our expectation. I get it. It's a false pullback which broke our expectation. And then let's continue from here. Okay, let's continue from here. What do we see again? We see that now this last high of which the sellers came into the market is also broken from here. So the high is also broken. Okay, the high is what is also broken. So this week, gold is still in a buy. Gold is still in a buy. Okay, so this week is mostly or is more of what looking for buys until we have some kind of change of character which will now signal to us, and not any change of character, because what do we see? This is a change of character. Are we getting? This is a change of character, but then with this change of character, it was a false change of character, right? So for me, I call it the false market structure shift. The market is going to use it. That's why we have a false market structure shift. Market is going to use it. So we also have, sorry, so now this is the change of character that we have. Are we getting? This is a change of character, not a break of structure, but then a change of character. So we have our change of character present, and then we right now. Okay, so because we are on the 4 hour time frame, I can also spot this zone. This is a high. This is a high because I see that this is a wick, right? A wick to an upside, and then the market moved to the downside again. So I can see that this is some kind of a change. This is where it's actually happened. So the change of character happened here. But then I want you to see the overall thing. That's why I made it above. Okay, so this is external. But then if you look at it, we have some kind of internal inside. We are going to spot those internal zones when we keep on reducing. When we keep on reducing to the smaller time frame, that's when you're going to have those zones. Okay, so let me read comment section in on YouTube. Okay, so no comment section again. So let's continue. So anytime you have a change of character, okay, so let's look at this, and then it's broken. So this is a change of character, but then it was what? A false change of character. So once it continues this way, okay, once it continues this way, so let's indicate it. So there is a practical that we are doing. Okay, I know you'll be trading this week. I know you'll be trading this week. You deserve some money, okay? You deserve some money. Just make sure that if you are trading, you take your time. If you take your time, you're going to make a lot of money. Just take your time. Okay, but then what do we see here? There is a pullback. This pullback broke this low. So it's a change of character, right? So because it broke it and then it later came to break it again, this also becomes what? A change of character. So we have to indicate what it has a change of character. So we have break of structure, we have change of character, we also have change of character. That's interesting. That's interesting. So see this. So look at this. Because this is what this give we firstly have this change of character. Because we firstly had this change of character, market has to what? Market has to obey this, right? Market has to obey. So when market is rising, then it get to this zone because every change of character that we have here is caused by a break of sorry, an order block. Okay, there is an order block that caused the change of character. So once market is rising and it gets to that zone, it has to sell. But then the market did what? The market broke, right? The market broke it this way. So what you are going to have is when the market retraces, when the market retraces, it has to now use the order block of which it broke. It has to now use the order block and then do what? And then buy. Are you getting it? It has to use the order block and what? And buy. Because it broke it. The same thing happened. It broke it and then the market what? Retraces and then it bought. It bought again. Are you getting it? It bought again. So right now too, after that, we now also have our own change of character with our trend, which is our trend. So what are we going to be looking for? We're going to now be looking for this change of character, not this one anymore, because this change of character zone has been used, but then it can attract the market to itself again. But we are not going to focus on that. Okay. Um. So if you haven't make sure you are liking the video. Okay, make sure you're liking the video. Okay, all right. So someone said I thought that's a liquidity sweep. Okay, he said I thought that's a liquidity sweep. Okay, so let's think about that. In the market, everything is liquidity, so you are right. Okay, everything is liquidity, so you are right. Sure. Okay. So we say this zone is a liquidity sweep. All right. That's fine. For me, I call it the false market structure shift. Okay, I call it the false market structure shift. I getting that. Okay. So right now we are going to be focusing on this change of character that we had in our zone. We're going to be focusing on this change of character. So what we are going to now be looking for is what there is an order block that caused this change of character. So the order block is what? The order block is sitting here patiently. The other block is sitting here. This is where the institutional traders, this is where those who can move the market makers like myself, this is where we push the market to the upside. So what is considered is when the market now pulls back to this zone, we do what? We buy again. Are you getting it? Once the market pull back to this zone, we buy again. If you pay much attention to what I'm teaching you, tomorrow or Tuesday, you're going to make quite a lot of money from gold. I won't lie to you. If you pay much attention to what I'm teaching you, tomorrow or Tuesday, you're going to make huge amounts of money from gold. Okay, so if on NFP, if you lose money this time around, you have to you have to recover. But I beg, take your time. Take your time. Okay, if you are, they say when the market comes to you, make sure you knack it better. And then if you are knacking the market, make sure that you also know what you are doing in case the market goes against you. All right, but then those in my VIP and then the mentorship, for them they are secured when it comes to when it comes to getting the market right. When it comes to knocking the market, they are secured. We are always risking small capital for huge monies, right? So that's what we've been doing. Okay, so let's continue. So what do we see here? This is the zone, right? This is the order block. So this order block is where all these buys orders were taken from. So where all these buy orders were taken from is this zone, right? So you're going to spot it carefully. Then you indicate it this way. So this pullback, once whatever they want to do above here, there's going to be a lot of noise tomorrow. That's why I said either tomorrow or Tuesday. Once market come to this zone, you buy, right? And as you are buying, gold is going to create a new high. Gold is going to create a new high. So you either target the same zone, or let's say above the zone, a little bit above the zone, because anytime the market breaks this high, the market is going to pull back. Are you getting it? Anytime the market breaks, it has to pull back. So you are either going to target the zone, or you are going to target more than that zone. You getting it? Either targeting the zone or more than that zone. So this is what gold is going to be doing. But then I'll be coming into the market on Tuesday. So Tuesday is when we are coming to take this entry. Tuesday is when we are coming to take this entry. I'll be coming in on Tuesday. Sure, I'll be coming in on Tuesday. Okay, so what do we see here? We have our FVG present, right? This is on the 2 hour time frame. We have our FVG present. We have our FVG present. So the FVG is where the FVG is here. FVG is present, right? FVG is present. So market tap into the FVG, breaks the FVG, tap into other block, and then continues. Are we getting that? So that's the same thing that we did here. The market will break the FVG above here, tap into the other block, and then buy. Okay, and then buy. Okay, so let's keep on reducing. Let's keep on reducing. And then those who are using IDM, this is the IDM. Okay, IDM is present. So market has to clear the IDM, and then your other block is what is beneath, or your point of interest is below the zone. So be waiting for the market to what tap into the zone, and then buy. So the one we spotted on the 4H, you see, so as you are continuing moving, the zone is what is also reducing, right? As you are moving, the zone is what is reducing. So right now this is on the 45, this is on the 1 hour time frame. So on 1 hour time frame, this is it, and then the average is what also going to increase. Okay, but then when the market moves, it's firstly going to buy from the average zone. This is where most people jump into the market. The market is firstly going to jump into the average zone, of which most people what will start buying the market. They will start buying, and then later on they will find themselves um living in what we call a loss, and then they will also start closing because their capital can't hold the loss. Okay, so we are now in the 45 minute time frame. Okay, 45 minute time frame. So if we look at a 45 minute time frame, what do we see? Our change of character happened here. Our change of character happened here. But then with this change of character, it happened on a week. So it makes it invalid, right? But then we are also going to consider this zone, right? So we have what we call the internal. So this is the internal. So once internal is present, the zone is over highly protected. Are you getting it? Once internal is present, the zone is over highly protected. So this zone is valid, is top notch, 100% zone for what? For entry. So you can, okay, okay. So let's continue. So let's say you are jumping into this market. Okay, so this is going to be where you are going to um execute. This is going to be your entry zone, right? And then you target about here. So that's over 400 pips. Are you getting it? And then your stop loss anyhow you want to do it. So this is what most people are going to be trading. They're going to take 1:2. They're going to take 1:2 ratio, 1:2. But then for us, 1:2 is very small. 1:4 is small. 1:2 and 1:4 is small. Okay. All right. So let's get to the 30-minute time frame. Okay. So he said, I thought that's a liquidity. All right. So the first one he said, then he first, okay, the first change of character is not valid. Yes, I indicated it. The first change of character, that's why I said false market structure shift is not valid. Look at what happened with what? A rejection. With a rejection. Yes. So it's not valid. Sure, it's not valid. This pullback only came to clear a zone. It came to clear a zone within, like, it's too far. It came to clear that zone. It came to clear that. So he said, how do you measure the preps? Okay, each pair has the way of how you measure their pips though. This is this is gold. This is gold. This is gold. It says what pair is this? This is gold. Okay, this is gold. Okay, let's go and check YouTube as well. So those on YouTube, if you have a question, make sure. Okay, so he said, how do you calculate perps? Okay, the simplest way is to use the measure. Okay, so let's say this is where you want to measure. So you use the measure, and then it's going to give you the perps. But then each pair has a way that we measure them. Are you getting it? Each pair has a way we measure. So what you have to do is you have to take your time. That's why I tell you that when it comes to the currency pair, you have to understand each of them. So you go to the major currency pair, minor currency pair, the commodities, the exotic. Then you know how they are calculated. Else you're always going to calculate um like you're going to use the same calculation for all of them, right? They are different, very, very different. Yes, they are different. I even think BTC and even gold has different calculations. Yes, they are different. And even when it comes to the forex, it's also different. Are you getting it? It's also different. Okay, so watching today on YouTube. All right, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, so right now on YouTube, no question again, no question again. All right, so those on YouTube, sorry, those on TikTok, let's make sure that the next class you're going to join the YouTube class. Okay, so once from here you text me with YouTube, you'll be added to the YouTube community um on Telegram so that you have access to it. On YouTube, they're having a bigger screen, they can rotate it, they can do whatever, they see everything that I'm doing. But then for you, I have to be moving my camera for you to see. But then if you are on YouTube, you can have everything. So as you can see, I'm sharing it on what? On YouTube. As you can see, they are seeing everything on YouTube, right? They are seeing everything. So let's make sure that the next one you're going to join, okay, it will make it very easier because a lot of people didn't know about that. That's why I'm still streaming on TikTok again so that you can have an opportunity to join. So with the YouTube, it's every Sunday. Okay, every Sunday we just started. So let's make sure we are in. So he says, which time frame is this? This is the 30-minute time frame. He said, please, are you recording? No, I didn't. When I record, I don't know when it get to some kind of maybe if you record, like the time you realize, then it's not recording anymore. I don't know if my I don't know if it's because of my storage. So I have to work on that. Okay. But then apart from that, I'm not recording. But then you are going to have it on YouTube. Okay, you have it on YouTube. Once we are done with the live, YouTube is going to, like, it's going to be saved on YouTube. So you can still watch it. Okay. You will have it on YouTube. Okay, you have it on YouTube. Okay. So those on TikTok, the name is Stupendous Hill Figure on YouTube. Okay, the name is Stupendous Hill Figure on YouTube. You will have the bigger space. Okay, so it's Stupendous. Okay, Stupendous Hill Figure. So Stupendous and then Hill Figure. Okay, so if you want to join, if you want to watch it from YouTube, the name is Stupendous Figure. You are going to have the clear view on YouTube. Okay, you're going to have the clear view on YouTube. And then make sure you subscribe and make sure you also click on the like button. Okay. Okay, and then make sure your notification post is also on. Okay, so that anytime I come, you're going to be notified. All right, so right now we're on the 30-minute time frame, right? 30-minute time frame. So this is what you're going to be looking for. Right? The FVG doesn't matter. The size of the FVG doesn't matter. If it is huge, just make everything like, show everything. Okay, some people are like, okay, because it's huge, they're just going to show some kind of small FVG. But then if it's huge, show everything. Are you getting that? If it's huge, show everything. Okay, show everything. Okay, so if you keep on reducing to, so which pair? This is XAU USD. XAU USD is the pair. But then let's look at something. Right now, the market is very far with a huge preps, right? So what is going to happen is, as market has opened, this is where a lot of traders will now come and then they'll be making noise. So tomorrow, like, okay, so tomorrow, which is Monday, a lot of people are going to lose money, right? A lot of people are going to lose money because you know how people are when it comes to like making money. They always want to like jump into the market anyhow. So you see they'll be jumping into the market and then they'll be losing money. They'll be losing money. But then what we have to do is we are waiting for them here. We are waiting for them here. Okay, we don't have to rush. Don't have to rush the market. We are waiting for them here. They will come, and once they come, that's where we are going to also show them. I get it. Is it why do I always feel at ease whenever I'm doing analysis? Why do you feel at ease? I don't know. Okay, so you have to keep on asking yourself, why do you feel at ease? Right? Right. See, that's good. Yes, this is good. This is good. Good. This is good. All right, so let's continue. So these are the zones. Are we seeing it? These are the zones. But then if you take your time, you are going to have it as what? As tiny, tiny zones. Tiny, tiny zones. That's where the market is going to do. This is what it's going to do. So before market tap into the zone, it's going to be attracting to these zones. Every point that you see here is going to be attracted to the market first before you get here. So to you, you will see it tomorrow, right? You see it tomorrow. So if you start hitting stop loss tomorrow, that's um your own money. Are you getting it? If you start hitting stop loss tomorrow, that's your own money. But like I said, you have to take your time. It will come to you. The market won't go anywhere. It is always here. So if you go and then you lose money at the beginning of the week, you have lost money. And then it shouldn't happen that way. It shouldn't happen that way. Okay. And then if you feel like you are a trader, but then you are not doing it the right way, you want to do it the right way, you want to learn more, right? You want to understand, you want to just be on your own, okay, you can also text me, right? And then if you are in Ghana, you are in Kumasi or anywhere, just let me know. So because we'll be having physical classes. So if you want to join, you are in Ghana and then you want to join the physical classes, just let me know as well. Right. So let's all right, so that's all for now. Okay, that's all for now. We are going to be waiting for the zones. I'm getting it. So let's continue. So any pair at all, don't within those on. Okay, so someone said I okay, he said are you cool? Major also in chi. Alright, so he said hope recorded. You're going to have it on YouTube after the live. It's going to be on YouTube. So he says psychology. Sure, 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 sure. Have a lot of them. Okay. So any pair at all, is it where do you stay or live? I am in BBNE. I am in BBNE. I'm in BBNE. Okay, so let's get to Euro USD. So I don't know what. Alright, so at this analysis that I was doing, okay, this analysis that I was doing, okay, I think the market was doing the same thing. And okay, all right. So this is USD JPY. Okay, so we that are in Accra, how can we meet in person? Like I said, we are coming to start a tour. Okay, we'll be having some kind of tour, so that's why we want to know, right? So that if you want to meet me in person during the tour, we will let you know that okay, this is where we are going, this is where we are going. And then the first one is going to happen on Kumasi. Okay, it's going to happen in Kumasi before those in Accra. Okay, that's the plan. But then it can change as well. So it can also happen first in Accra before any of the cities in Ghana. Are you getting it? Okay, so this is on USD JPY. So on USD JPY, what do we see? Okay, we see an uptrend, right? We see an uptrend. We see an uptrend. So let's look at it. All right, this is on the weekly time frame. So our concentration is going to be on this one. Our concentration is going to be here. This is where you have to focus on. Okay, for me, whenever I am trading, everything here doesn't concern me. Where I'm to look out to is the last movement because I'm on the weekly time frame. If I look at what happened here, this is not where I'm going to trade, but I'm going to be trading from here, right? That's why I take some entries that a lot of people don't understand. Yes, you won't understand because that's how I take my trades. Are you getting it? So I see that this is an uptrend. Okay, so I said this is an uptrend. But then with this uptrend, the market is struggling. We have a way, or we have how the market struggles. The market is what? The market is struggling. The market is not finding its way to move to the upside. right? So what it's doing is it is struggling. The market is actually struggling. It is forcing itself to rise, and then you're having rejections in the market. So the market is struggling to to rise. Are we getting that? So let's get to the daily time frame. But then if you also have a pair that you want to analyze from, if you have a pair that you want to also analyze, you can bring it on board. Okay, so this trend was a downtrend. Then after the downtrend, we now have a change of character. 'Cause this is to the downside, our first pullback, right? And then it wasn't able to break, but then the next one broke it. So we broke it from here, right? We've broken it from here. So this is, for me, this is not that clear. To me, this is not that clear. So I won't touch it. This is not that clear. I won't touch it. I don't see my setup here, so I won't touch it. Because like the market is struggling. As you can see, the market is struggling. That's to me. But then if you want to analyze, for me, the market is struggling, so I won't touch it for now. I just have to wait and then see some kind of reactions after Monday. Okay, so please open the charts. Wow, they look small on the screen. Yes, I was looking at it, that's why it happened that way. Okay, so this is it. What do we see? But then this is where for me I'm looking at assets right now. Okay, this is where I'm looking at assets right now. So this is where I'm looking at. Okay, because I have my change of character. Because this is what to the upside. That's what to the upside. That's when I had my change of character. So this time around, any noise here is not part of my business because this is more or less like a support zone of which it has to rise the market. So for me, this is where I am expecting the market, right? So what I'm going to do is to wait for the market to what to tap into my zone, and then I take what I take my sell, then I take my sell. So with the sell, I am what I am going to clear this last zone, right? Or the same zone. Either I'm going to clear the zone or the same zone. So I'll leave it in the same zone this way. I'll leave it in the same zone. This is on the 4 hour time frame. This is on the 4 hour time frame. Targeting 45 pips stop loss on the 4 hours. This is on the 4 hours. I haven't reduced it. So my stop loss is 45 pips. And then my TP is 364 pips. Are you getting it? 364, of which is going to favor everyone, right? 350, 364 pips. Are we getting that? And then stop loss is 45 pips. So let's get to the 2 hour time frame. Okay, but like I said, if you want to have the clear view of the market, okay, you can get to my YouTube page. This is USDJPY, still on UJ, still on UJ. Okay, so this is still the same thing I'm waiting for, but then it's giving us some kind of the zone we are expecting. Okay, so um we are still having the valid zone. We are still having the valid zone. So that's what we'll be looking for. Okay, that's what we'll be looking for. So I'm going to keep on reducing. I'm going to reduce my zone. And then if I reduce my zone, my stop loss is going to reduce. Okay. So I'm going to be looking for 20 pips. Okay, 20 pips stop loss for, so this is 1 is to 18. So yo bro, USD. We are done with that already. Okay, we are done with that already. And I'll get back to that. So on UJ, if market triggers our zone, we are looking for 1 is to 18, right? And then the stop loss is 20 pips, right? 20 pips forward for 364 pips. Are you getting that? So let's get to a different pair, right? So um okay, so you say what pair are you in now? Okay, right now I've switched to gold. I've switched back to gold. I want to set an alert. Okay, so let me see something here. What do I see? Okay, so um I know liquidity will be creating here, so I'm setting alert over there. I'm setting alert over there. That's where I'll be doing something there. So I'm setting my alert. Right now market is above, right? And I'll be doing something here. So I'm setting an alert over there. So he said do euro. Okay, so euro to what? Let me know. Okay, euro to what? Okay, so he said let's try another pair. Okay, and then said card JPY. All right, so let's get to card JPY. Okay, those on TikTok, like I said, if you want to have the clear view, okay, get to YouTube. Okay, stupendous health figure on YouTube. I am on YouTube right now. Okay, I'm on YouTube. We are going to have the clear view, right? As you can see, this is those on YouTube. They are seeing everything, everything. They are seeing my whole screen. Okay, so he said, hello, please contact me after for one-on-one. Okay, for one-on-one beginner lesson. Okay, then please send me a DM. Okay, send me a DM. Right, send me a DM. Okay, so let's look at I think CAD card. Oh, sorry, card JPY. Okay, so let's get to card JPY. Okay, so let's search because I don't trade card JPY, but let's search card JPY. Okay, so anywhere you want us to go to, kindly bring it. And then let's look at that. But then, okay, Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD, my favorite. We are also going to get there. Okay, so this is card JPY. So on card JPY, when it comes to the currencies, I take my trade from the higher time frame. I take my trade like even my entry. I take my entries from the higher time frame. Apart from higher time frame, I only higher time frame when it comes to the currency. So let's look at card JPY from here as well. Okay, so we are on the weekly time frame right now. So this is on the weekly time frame. Okay, so all right. So I'm seeing a downtrend on the weekly time frame. Okay, the weekly time frame. Okay, we are in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend rather. Yes, on the daily time frame because this is the last pull which was broken. And we are having break of structures to the upside. So yes, we are in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend. But then uptrend, downtrend because another break of structure. Okay, okay. So card JPY is actually in a downtrend, but then what you're going to see is if you start it's an uptrend, but then we have some kind of this is a pullback before we had this high. Are we getting that? This is the last pullback before we had this high, and it was broken. So which makes it a change of character. And then after that we had a break of structure, and then this is a pullback to the upside, and then a rejection. Market opening this high, liquidity cleared, so liquidity sweep. Okay, so it's in a downtrend. It's in a downtrend right now. It's in a downtrend. So for card JPY to for card JPY two, this is where our entry is going to be for card JPY. Okay, so going to here for card JPY. This is where our entry is going to be. Okay, so we're going to be looking for shorts on card JPY. I said this is in a downtrend. So we're going to be looking for shorts, and then we are going to clear this liquidity, right? So either below or something, and then we are targeting 250 pips, 250 pips on card JPY, and then our stop loss is 21 pips, 21 pips stop loss on card JPY. Okay, on card JPY on the 4 hour time frame, card JPY on the 4 hour time frame. So let's get to 2 hours and see something too. Okay, so no question on YouTube anymore. All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. After moving on to Euro USD. Okay. So for here, just okay. So the stop loss is going to be here. So Charles said, "Yo, yeah, yes, sir." Charles, card JPY. Yeah, this is card JPY. This is card JPY. Okay, this is card JPY from Mr. Charles. Eight. Okay, so on card JPY entries 108. Sorry, 108. Is it what time frame? That was on the 4 hours. Okay, on the 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame. So it's 108 point. My point is not working. Oh, okay, it's not. All right, so 108.741. Okay, 108.741. That's the entry. That's the entry, and then the stop loss is 109.061. Okay, this is the stop loss, and then TP. So with the TP, you can break it, but then the one I am targeting is maybe you can break it into TP1, TP2, any of them. But with the TP is 106.213. Okay, 106.213. All right. So this is card JPY. Okay, card JPY. So down to this card JPY. So let's get to Euro USD. Okay, let's get to Euro USD. Euro USD is also one of my favorite currency pairs. Euro USD. So on Euro USD, this is by forward to my selling zone. Right, that's my order block. It has already tapped into my order block on Euro USD. Are you getting it? I already tapped into my order block on Euro USD. This is order block it has tapped into it already, right? It has tapped into already. And then I'm looking at clearing this. Okay, so let's see something here. I'm looking at clearing this zone, right? Clearing this zone. So clearing that zone, right, which is here. So this is the other block, tap into. So you're looking at clearing this zone. I get it. You're looking at clearing this zone. So this is how I did it, but then because I was teaching, I has to clear it off. So this is what for, but then for Euro US it has already tapped into my zone. But then okay, let's see if we can have an opportunity. Okay, okay. So this was an uptrend, and then we had a change of character here, right? So this is a pullback. Okay, let me open a different interface. So this is on forex.com. Let's get to on that. So it's our time zone. Still on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, still on the 4 hour time frame. So if you can see on that I came to, I did the same analysis here on that. So should we sell? No, don't sell. Don't sell right now. Okay, don't sell right now. What you have to do is, the other day okay, but I think this is your first time joining my class. I told you about when it comes to zones like this. I sold gold. Am I safe? All right, but then for me right now, we are not looking for sell on gold. Are you getting it? Although gold is going to sell, but then we are not looking for sales right now. But then okay, but then I'm going to check that for you. I'm going to check that for you. So let's look at something here. Right now, the market is in its impulsive movement. Okay, so this impulsive movement means market is going to be in a downtrend. Okay, so in the impulsive movement like this, you don't sell, right? Because we are going to have a pullback. So what you do is you wait for market to react to where it has to. So with a pullback, then you spot a zone. So with a pullback, and then your spot and your zone is what being triggered. That's when you jump in into the sell. Are you getting it? That's when you jump in into the sell, but not when market is already selling. Then you jump in. You can jump in and it might work for you, but that's not the right thing to do right now. Okay, so is it are you looking what are looking entries for? I don't get a question now. Okay, so he said thanks. How about BTC? We reviewed that already. Okay, thanks. How about BTC? Have we reviewed that already? Okay, with BTC, okay. No, we were in a trade. Yeah, we are in a trade already on BTC. I getting it. We are in a trade already on BTC. And then this is what happened. Okay, this is a selling zone, a strong selling zone on a 30 minutes time frame. This is a strong selling zone. So what do you see? She said when. Okay, Favor Beauty said when. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about though, but we sold BTC on Friday. Okay, yes, on Friday. On Friday, that's when we sold BTC on Friday. So let me show that to you on Friday. Okay, this is it on Friday. That's BTC. Are you seeing it? And then today. So this is today. All right. So now it's on Friday, and this is today. So we did BTC analysis on Friday. We did it on Friday. We did it on Friday. Okay, so all right, no question on YouTube again. If you want to see the clear view, okay, get to YouTube. On YouTube, the name is Stupendous Hill Figure. Okay, get to YouTube. The name is Stupendous Hill Figure. You're going to see everything there. So he says, so are you selling? Which one are you talking about? Right now, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'm just waiting for BTC to get into my TP because I'm going to have full TP on BTC, right? But then our real TP has been triggered, which is this zone. right? It has been triggered already. So gold will go to a higher high. So will go to a higher high. Yes, gold is going to go to a higher high, but then not um how should I say, gold is going to go into a higher high, right? But then it needs a zone to pull it. So he said if I we know how about how this app gets to create account. So BTC right now, for me, I'm still waiting for the market because right now market is in my strong selling 30-minute zone. So with this strong selling zone, what is going to happen is anytime the market decides it will reject it, right? Anytime it tries to break, it will reject it. So I'm waiting for the pullback to the other blocking 1 hour time frame on BTC. All right, okay. So that's what is going to happen on BTC. That's what's going to happen on BTC. Okay. So with this one, so the thing is, like I said, if you want to, if you want to trade with me, like all the time, if you want to trade with me, if you want to take all my trade, my VIP class is available. Okay, my mentorship class is also available. So can I join the video so you can show where my entries on gold? Um, I don't think that will be helpful. Okay, that's right. Those on YouTube are not going to see that. Okay, but if you tell us your zone, we are going to be looking for that for you. So type your zone and let's go to code and then check that for you. Okay, so give us your entry zone. Please check GBPJPY. All right, GBPJPY. Okay, but let's finish with his zone first. Let's finish with okay. So are you going to type it? All right. So if you're not done, let's go to GBPJPY. GBP. I said if you show those on YouTube are not going to have access to that. So type your zone and let's go and analyze it together. Please, can you talk about valid break of structure? All right, we're going to talk about that. So GBP JPY. So we're going to be talking about the valid break of structure from GBP JPY. Okay, so let's look at that GBP JPY. So right. So right now this is on the weekly time frame on GBP JPY. Okay, weekly time frame on GBP JPY. So GBP JPY being in an uptrend. Okay, we see GBP JPY being in an uptrend. So we come to Apple do is entry. They want to force themselves and jump into the trade. Then mostly at the end you will still lose something, but then it shouldn't happen that way. Okay. So on the weekly time frame, this is on what? This is on hello, are you still with me? Let's finish GBPJPY because you didn't give your entry. So I'm analyzing GBPJPY right now. So this is what this is a strong selling zone, right? On GBPJPY, a strong selling zone, and also we have of the one beneath. So it's also markets have been using it. Another strong buying zone on GBPJPY, right? And then the market is closer to the one above. right now is very closer to the one above. So what we're going to do is we'll be looking for cells from this zone, right? We'll be looking for cells from the zone, but this is closer, very closer to the zone. We had our pullback, a change of character. So what causes a change of character is the zone above here. So once market is closer to it, we are going to be looking for sales once market jump into that. I'm getting it. So let's get to 4 hour time frame. We're not going to waste time. 4 hour time frame. So what do you see? I jump into this trade and then later on, um, stop loss, stop loss. Getting it. I did stop loss. That was, yes, I went into stop loss. Okay, so let's see that. Okay, so on GBPJPY, this is what we're going to be looking for on GBPJPY. So this is on the 4 hour time frame. Are we seeing that on the 4 hour time frame? So we have a long way to go, but then let's also look at the closest point, right? We have a break of structure from here. Okay. So when we talk about invalid break of structures happens on a week. So when the break of structure happens on a week, it's invalid. But then a break of structure, like a valid break of structure, should happen on a body. So with this break of structure, it's what is happening on a body. So it's what is valid. So this becomes a valid break of structure. So after this break of structure, what causes this break of structure is the zone here. So we are going to what map it out. So let's go and see something. What do we see here? Market use the zone. I will see market use the zone. That's where um we were looking for right now. It has been used. It has been used. Can we see that it has been used? So we are not going to be looking at this zone again. We have to now look at the one above because it has been used several times. Market has been touching on it several times. Can we see that several times? Several times. And now market is within that same zone. Sorry, market is within that same zone. Okay. All right. So when we talk of invalid break of structure, okay. So let's look at this. Okay. So I just want to teach you. Okay. So let's assume right now this is what we have. Oh, should I say? Okay. So let's assume this is what a break of structure to this zone. So if you indicate the break of structure and then it happens this way, it happened this way on a week, it becomes invalid. Okay, it becomes invalid. Are you getting that? It becomes invalid. So right now on GBPJPY, um, okay, on gold we are going right now. Okay, we are going right now on gold. So on GBPJPY, we also have another break of structure from here. Break of structure. We have another break of structure. So with this break of structure, what causes the break of structure is what is this one. So we are now going to be looking for the one above. So that's around 205.200. 205.200. That's where um next target is going to be before it will later on come into the resistance zone. So 205, this is it, 205.200. That's what we're going to be looking for right now. Okay, so no question on YouTube again. So let's get to gold. So he said he has taken a sell on gold. So I'm going to the 45 minutes to check it for him. Okay, so let's get to 5 minutes. Let's get to 5 minutes. I don't want under. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why you sold though, but I don't know. Okay, all right. So if we look at here, so to the upside, and then we have a change of character. We have a change of character from here. So with this change of character, once it's happened, we can have the internal zones. So what causes the change of character is as this zone here is what causes the change of character. So okay, so when market was moving backwards, you take a sell. Well, that's it's okay, but then I don't actually see that word though. But then that's it. So you said you took it from, okay, let me check your entry. 3594. So we are now in, okay, so 3591929394. So that's the same zone I spotted. So and mine is, yes, 9494. Okay, so that is the same zone. Yeah, that's the same zone. So you can get some good preps. Right now you are in profit. You are in massive profit. Let me calculate and see. Oh, okay. It has been moving over 60 preps. Yes, it has been moving over 60 preps. So it's the same zone I also spotted. That's where you took yourself from. Yes, that's where you took yourself from. So yes, so that's the zone. Okay, that's the zone. But then just protect your capital. All right. So okay, someone said Euro GB, okay, GBP you've touched it. I think I heard of Euro JPY. Okay, so anywhere you want us to tackle, bring it. Okay, bring it and let's tackle. So this is on, this is also GBP JPY. Sorry, Euro JPY. So on Euro JPY, so this is on Euro JPY. So on Euro JPY, we are looking for another buy, right? And then on the buy, when the market moves all the way back, we'll be looking for a buy. Say, did you touch BTC? Yes, sir. I've done that. I've touched BTC. I've touched BTC. With BTC, we've already taken the sniper entry from BTC. So for me right now, my concentration on BTC is to the TP. You said check GBP USD. Okay. Although we've hitting the TP on GB on BTC USD, but then I added some extra pips. Are you getting it? So it's like the TP is protected, but then just waiting for that extra pips to be added. And in case the market retraces a little bit and it clears the TP, that's fine. The TP is secure, but I'm just waiting for some small pips above the zone. Are you getting it? Just waiting for some small pips above the zone. So alright, so GBP USD. Are you getting that? Alright, so right now, as you can see, almost to TP, almost to TP. Finally, finally, almost to TP. So this is the before and then after, almost to TP. This zone has been for a very long time. That was on Friday. I've been in a swing for Friday, but then it triggered our entry on that was yesterday. Then we are still moving a little bit. Okay, a little bit. This entry, even as low as how much? As low as $3, you can even you were able to trade this entry as low as $3. So this is when it triggered. So yesterday during the midnight, okay, around 11, that's where the market was. And then a lot of traders were now telling me that I've been in an early entry, that the market is going to clear my stop loss first. But then I'm trading my strategy, so I didn't listen to them. So we stick to our trade, and then this is what happened. As you can see right now, we are heading towards massive profits. So let's look at when we look at this trade. So you see, as low as even $3 can trade, as low as $3 can trade. So if your balance was $3, you've turned it to $14.9. Okay, this 30 because this is the actual pips. But then if you are STP, meaning you are waiting for $14.9, and then if it went against you, that would have been on $2.7 from your $3 account. Are you getting it? So that's it. So as low as even $3, you've made a lot of profit. So we are still heading towards zone. Okay, so I saw some GBP USD, GBP USD. Okay, so Ethereum has now come. When it comes to Ethereum, for Ethereum is consolidating. And I don't know what has happened right now, but then Ethereum is consolidating. Wow. GBP USD has a clear zone. GBP USD has a clear zone. Just a nice setup. GBP USD used to be my favorite pair when I started trading. It used to be my favorite because that's the one I made um first huge amount of money from. So it became my favorite. But in that time I was trading gold. But on that day I really cleared a lot from GBP USD. Okay, so this on the 2 hour time frame. Let's focus on 4 hours. GBP USD is in an uptrend. Are you getting it's in an uptrend? So what is going to happen is it has already triggered this zone here, which is the sell. It has already triggered the sell that we see here. So it's selling. And then on this uptrend, this is where the change of character happened. And then we have our break of structure. Are we getting that? Our break of structure. So we will be looking for another buy once market pull back to this zone, right? To this zone. So let's reduce it to 45 minutes and then let's see if we can spot the zone. Okay, sorry, the zone. Okay. Okay, so on GBP USD, this is where you're going to be looking at for a buy. Okay, we have our break of structures here. It's a break of structure. And then if you look at this order block, it has been triggered already. Market went and then tap into the order block to continue. So he said, you are very right. Check FVG. Sure, FVG is present. This order block has been used already because I know most people will now be looking at the buy from here, right? They'll be looking at the buy from here. But then check something. It has been used, right? It has been used. So if you took your buy from here, that's the one that pushed the market. So if you're going to be looking at this again, you're going to be out of the market because this zone has been touched already. So you have to be just waiting for this zone for the market to tap into, and then you take your clear buy from the zone. So we'll be looking for a buy on GBP USD, on GBP USD. So with this buy, let me look at, okay, this buy. Okay, okay, so this is the liquidity I'm looking for. So 118 preps for the buy. And then when it comes to our stop loss, we are going to be looking at, okay, this is very tight. Okay, no, okay, let's focus on here 16 preps. That's fine. I wanted to take very small, but 16 preps, 1 is to 7. Okay, 1 is to 7. So the the buying zone is 1.1361. Okay, that's the buying zone. Our stop loss, or the buy limit. So there's a buy limit. Our stop loss is 1.3419 15 pips. Okay, it's 16.9. That's 17 pips. I hope that's fine. 17 pips is fine. Or do you want us to reduce it? Okay, let's let's concentrate on the 17 pips. Okay, and then our TP is going to be 1.355, 1.35545. Okay, so this is going to be our TP. That's 118 pips. Okay, so we are risking 17 pips for 118 pips. You can trade with $2. If you have $2 accounts, you can trade with. If you have $2 accounts, you can trade with 0.01. If it goes against you, you are losing 2 points. No, you are losing 1.7. So even if you have $2 accounts, you can trade. So this is GBP USD. GBP USD. This time around, I'm just helping everyone to make money. Are you getting it? So if I am trading, I'm just making it in a way that even as low as how your capital is, you can trade. Are you getting it? So that's why I'm even asking that. should we reduce our stop loss, or this is okay? Because this is on the 45 minutes. If you want us to do more, I can do more. We can reduce it. We can have about 10 preps. And this is 17 preps. Okay, let's focus on that 17 preps. If you lose 17 preps, it's small, right? 17 preps, not up to 20. So with even $10, you can look for more. You can trade more. Are you getting it? That's why I told you that this time around it's about it's about something, right? It's about something because that this is what I have been doing. If like let's say you have paid, right? You've paid to look for knowledge. What you have to do is you have to get what the reason why you pay for. You have to get the knowledge. You have to also make money from that. So please, are you in Ghana? Yes, I'm in Ghana. You have to make money from that. So let's calculate this. This is 118 preps. Let's do something right now. I just want you to see something. So let's say you have $10 accounts because nowadays I've been um having an encounter with like people talking about $10 accounts. I get it. So it's about let's make money together. Let's make money. Okay. So you have $10 account. The pips is what? The pips is 17 pips. Okay. So if you lose, which is 1.7, right? So that 1.7, we are looking at 118 pips. 118 pips. 118 pips. Okay, okay, that's more than sorry. Wait. 118 pips. So 1.7 times 118 pips. No, I didn't calculate it, so let me take my time and do that for you. Okay. So that is 118. Okay, so 118 times, let's say um you have $10. So one, two, three. So let's say you are risking $5 from that $10. So which is 0.5. So that's 0.05, right? So times 0.5 cents per pip, right? Per pip. Meaning you are making $59 profit. $59 profit. $59 profit. Risking how much? Risking okay, so let me check that. 1.7 times 5, right? 1.7 times 5, meaning you are risking $8 for $52. We say 1.36 will be your second tip, just a suggestion. Oh, okay, okay. So let's say you are risking $8 and then you are looking for a TP, which is what? Which is um $52, $59 rather, which is $59 by risking $8. So like, oh okay, I have an account, I just want to risk $8 from the account. Looking at this, are you seeing that? So right now, like I said, this time around, what you have to do, a lot of money must be made. Are you getting it? A lot of money must be made. The market has been taking a lot of money from you. So if you get someone who can if you get someone who can help you to recover, just stick to it's not about you rushing yourself to make everything in a day. Are you getting it? Because right now, me, my focus right now is even if you have as low as $10, right? Don't risk the $8. Risk one point what? Risk $1.7 from that $10. Okay. Or you can divide that $10 into two. I'm sorry, into five for the week by taking my trades, right? This is 1:7. I said I am bringing some trade. I'm bringing some trade in the VIP. We are going to trade it either tomorrow or Tuesday, the day that the market will trigger our zone. It is 1:13. 1:13. Our pips is 18 pips. Stop loss 18 pips. Our TP is over 200 and I think about 250 pips TP. I getting that? And that trade is a massive trade. That trade is a massive trade. So let's say you have $10, right? You have to risk just 3.4 from your $10, and then you trade this, you jump into this trade. right? So just the 3.4. You say, how do one join your VIP? Okay, my VIP is $40. Mine, and I also have of 2 weeks master class. The 2 weeks master class is $20, and then classes lifetime classes $150. Are you getting it? Lifetime classes $150. So um you taking this kind of trade. So let's do this way. You are risking how much? You are rather risking three 3.44 dollars out of what? Out of your $10, right? Out of your $10. And then you are looking for what? How many pips? 118 pips. 118 pips, right? So and then with the 118 pips, what you have to do is, because you are risking 0.02, right? And then end lot 0.02. So with a 0.02, which is 0.2 per pip, right? So so 0.2 times 118. Okay, someone say, how what pair is GBP USD? So 0. Oh, sorry, 0.2. Okay, so let's calculate that. 0.2 times 118, which is $23. $23. So you've made times two of your account. That's 200%. Are you getting it? That's 200%. So your first trade, you've taken 200% of your account. Just imagine the next trade that I said I'm bringing. This 1 is to 13 pips. This is what? This is 1 is to 7. 1 is to 7 is giving you how much? It is what? $23. 1 is to 7 is giving you $23. Then imagine the 1 is to 13 pips on that trade. Are you getting it? So for me, this time around, money must be made. Okay, as low as your money in your account, you can grow it to something huge in a week. Because, like I said, if you are in the VIP group, what you have to do is to have your weekly target. With a weekly target, you are going to accomplish it. That's what we are going to do. You are going to accomplish it, because right now, okay, I know most of you missed the first trade. Most of you missed the first trade, but then correct TP smash. TP smash. Just going to see my TPs. Look at this, 149 perps TP smash. That was on Friday analysis that we did here on TikTok. Right, we smashed our TP. So the beginning of the week, we've made money. Beginning of the week, we've made money. I've reached my first TP for the week. First TP. A lot. A lot. I told you. I said even this trade 0.01 is what? It's 14.9. Okay, it said check Euro USD please. To my analysis, it's the same as GBP USD. Okay, Euro USD. And I think we've done Euro USD before. Euro USD is selling. Euro USD is selling. And then let's look at GBP USD. So you you're welcome. Oh, okay. Yes, Euro USD will be looking for a buy. Sure, be looking for a buy on Euro USD. I think this has been triggered, so just be waiting for this zone. Waiting for this zone. Anyway, it's either here or here, but then it has been tapped. Have you seen that? It has been tapped. Still looking for that. So but then things on. All right, so Ethereum. Let's go to Ethereum. So on YouTube, somebody said Ethereum. Brimpon said Ethereum. So let's be looking at Ethereum. So whoa, Ethereum has triggered our zone just now. The same we were analyzing Ethereum already, and it has triggered. That's at the beginning of our analysis. This is what we did. So it has triggered the zone. So Ethereum is selling. Ethereum is selling. You can see that it's selling, selling. Wow. Okay, Ethereum is selling now. Ethereum is selling. It has triggered our zone. So on GPW, I told you about. Okay, okay. But then let's see something here on Ethereum. Ethereum has touched the zone. Absolutely, it has touched the zone, and it's selling now. So what will you be looking for? Looking for a sell. You'll be looking for a sell on Ethereum. Ethereum is selling. It's selling at the moment. So let's get to here. Ethereum is selling at the moment. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, let's look for 100 pips. For now, let's look for 100 pips. Okay, so Ethereum is selling. So Ethereum is selling, 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 selling. For it to trigger. Boom, 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 boom. Let's look at 1 minute. Okay, triggered. So Ethereum is selling. Yes, Ethereum is selling. It's already triggered our zone already. So let's get to YouTube and see again. Okay, so it said TM. It said our money. Okay. Say time frame. This is 5 minutes. This 5 minutes. This 5 minutes. Okay. So is it on GBP that I told you? Okay. So let's go to GBP. So we're looking at the 1 hour time frame on GBP. So GBP is a sell. It's a sell. But then let's break it. It's a sell on GBP. Okay, it's a sell on GBP. I've analyzed. I was doing this analysis earlier. Let's got it. Got it. Okay, so let's break it and see something here. So it's a sell on GBP JPY. Okay, it's a sell on GBP JPY. But then we can also be looking for confirmations. Confirmations will be the engulfing bar, right? So looking at 82 perps on GBP JPY. Okay, triggered. So let's focus on the stop loss. With that, let me get to the 2 hours to see stop loss. Okay, so it's above highly protected. Alright, so GBP is a sell. Okay, GBP is a sell. Okay, GBP is a sell. Alright, it's a sell on GBP. Get here. It's a sell on GBP. Okay, it's a sell on GBP. 1:5. 1:5. It's a sell on GBP. So Ethereum too is, let's see. Ethereum is almost done. Ethereum is almost done with TP. Ethereum is almost done with TP. At the end, money must be made. Alright, so let's get here and see. Okay, no question on YouTube. Ethereum is done. Full TP on Ethereum. Full TP on Ethereum. 100 pips. Done on Ethereum. 100 pips. I said targeted 100 pips. Still more to go. So Ethereum is done. Okay, let's get to. But for GBP let's see how it also goes. So GBP is also the same thing. Okay. So any pair again, any pair again. But then Ethereum, we are done with Ethereum. Done with Ethereum. Done with Ethereum. It said GBP TP. Okay. GBP TP is 199387. So GBP is the TP is 199387. 199.387. That's the TP for GBP. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And in case you are also holding Ethereum, protect it. Move your stop loss to 43178. If you are holding it, move your stop loss to 43178. 431.78. Alright. So this also on USD JPY. It's not in the zone. Okay. A little patient. It's going to get there. Okay. So that is it. That's it. That's it. BTC to smash TP successfully. Boom, 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 boom. Smash TP on BTC two. Okay, GBP USD. We are still waiting for it. Still waiting for GBP USD. Then GBP JPY is back to entry zone. It's back to entry zone. Sure, it's back to entry zone. GBP JPY is back to entry zone. Okay. And then let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD 2 is this. Okay. So this Euro USD 2. Let's look at USD card. Okay. So with USD card, this is this is a selling zone on USD card. This is a selling zone. Okay. The USD has triggered into the zone. Have you seen that? This is a selling zone. It has triggered. So if you are taking this USD card entry, so it has triggered into the zone already. Say which trade to enter. With the trade, it depends on the one you want to enter. I getting it. With Ethereum, we are done. Right? Ethereum, we are done. We are done with Ethereum. We've smashed TP. And then on BTC, that's on Friday, we've smashed TP. Right? On BTC, that was swing trading. We've smashed TP. And then on GBP JPY, market came to entry zone. I told you when it came to entry zone, right? I told you it came to entry zone. So it has started moving. So GBP JPY is still moving. I guess it came to entry zone, still moving. Are you getting that? And then let's look at the one who took sell on gold. Now it's back to 9.2. So it's 9.4 is almost closer. So I told him to also protect his capital because I told him gold, although it has triggered, but I don't see that zone on gold now. I say on gold, the time I'm coming into gold, I'm coming to clear their liquidities. So that's what I'm going to do on gold. And then on GBP JPY, it's still GBP JPY is still in entry zone. Still in entry zone. So that's all. That's all. So the zone has been triggered. So this is how it's going to be for now. So just move. So just waiting for either a break or back to it again. Okay. Okay, so we said US oil, US oil is a downtrend. So on US oil, we will be waiting for the market, waiting for the market here, right? So if US oil tap in, then we sell. So we're waiting for the market on this zone, then we sell to clear this low. Are you getting it? So we're looking for a sell on US oil too. Targeting 186 pips, right? So we are risking 40 pips for 186 pips on US oil. So if you want to have access to the video, it's on YouTube. Okay, the name is Stupendous Hill Figure on YouTube. Stupendous Hill Figure. Okay, so that's the name on the name is Stupendous Hill Figure. I say, hi bro, I'm back. I didn't see your analysis on Euro USD. Euro USD is for Euro USD. I said I'm selling Euro USD. I'm in a sell on Euro USD. I'm in a sell on Euro USD. Okay, but then I know most people will be looking for a buy. Most people will be looking for a buy from this zone, right? Most people will be looking for a buy from this zone. But then I'm going to clear the liquidity here. So that's where my target. I'm targeting the zone. So I'm going to clear this liquidity. And most people try to push it because we have break of structure here. So for them, they will try to take their buys from here to also try and clear my zone. But then for me, I'm going to clear the zone below. Are you getting it? So Euro USD is a sell. But then right now, I would say for Euro USD, like I mean it is in a sell. I'm not telling you to sell. I say it's in a sell. Don't get me wrong. So if you jump in a sell, just remember it can trigger backwards because it is already selling. I see it's already selling. So if you want to have access to the video, it's on YouTube. Okay, I'm on YouTube. You're going to see everything. You're going to see everything. Stupendous Hill Figure on YouTube. Okay, so still on GBP See that it's still selling. GBP is still selling. It has triggered into the zone again. It's still selling. GBP is still selling. All right. All right. Okay, so this is Nasdaq. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch SPX 500. For US oil, I said we'll be looking for a sell on USA oil. Sorry, on US oil, you'll be looking for a sell. We'll be looking for a sell on US oil. All right, so I think that's all. Any currency pair, done everything now. Done everything. Then I saw on gold. I'm not giving anything now. Because on gold, the one I gave earlier, you have to wait. You have to sit and wait for the market to come. We're not going to chase it. If you chase it, become liquidity. On BTC, it's already doing whatever it has to do. It's done. TP is done. So we are going to be looking for a different thing on BTC. Getting it? So this is what I told you about. So look at something here. This is what I said. This is what a strong selling zone at 30 minutes. And look at what happened. It was very strong. And then I also gave off the strong 15-minute selling zone. So that's where market came to clear and then now selling. Are you getting that? Sure. So at the end, money must be made. For all, money must be made. That's the truth. Okay, let's go and see if you have any. Okay, no comments. No comments anymore. Alright. TMFX. Okay, TMFX. TMFX, I see you. Alright, so if you want to join my VIP group is available. 2 week. I also have 2 weeks masterclass. It's available. I also sorry, I also have of lifetime. Okay, so the lifetime is $150. 2 weeks masterclass is $20, and then the VIP is what, $40. Okay, so right now it's 12 o'clock. All right, GPGPY is selling. GPGPY is selling. So right now we've left the zone. Are you getting that? We've left the zone. It has triggered into the selling zone. So let's see how many pips right now. It has moved for 13 pips. It has moved for 13 pips right now. It has moved for 13 pips. So let's see how it goes. Then for Ethereum, we are done. We are done with Ethereum. Nice TP. Done with Ethereum. So which pair again? Which pair? Any pair? The rest, anyone who brought a pair have been given the pair that we're looking for. So right now, what do you see here? GBP is what? GBP USD is what? Heading towards our zone. Are we getting that? It's heading towards our zone, of which we are going to also trigger that one too. So what was the SL for GBP Okay, so let's look at GBP For GBP the SL is 200356. 200356. 200356. 200.356. And this is AUD USD. So let's see this one to AUD USD. Okay, that one it's far from market. It's far from market. Okay, so on GBP card we'll be looking for a buy on GBP card. This week we'll be looking for a buy on GBP card. On GBP AUD, I've already triggered the zone. On GBP AUD, already triggered the zone. That's 1:6, 330 pips. Already triggered the zone on GBP AUD. Then moved all the way to 139 and then started rejecting. TP for GBP JPY. Right. So GBP JPY has come to the zone again. The TP is 199.387. 199.387. 199.3 199.387. That's the TP. Okay, so we've done everything now. Sweet, 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 sweet. Hope you are making money. You have to make money. Okay, we are getting to December. So you trade. I say you already entered the trade on GJ. Yes, but then DJ also came back. It came back to entry. GJ already came. It came back to entry again. It's still in entry. GJ is still in entry. And then on Ethereum, for Ethereum we are done. We are done with Ethereum. But then Euro USD. For Euro, I told you earlier that if for Euro you've missed entry, right? You've missed entry. And then other people will be looking for buy from here. Others will be looking for buy from here. Others will be looking for buy from here. Have you seen that? So can we enter the trade too? Which trade are you talking about? Which trade are you talking about? Which trade are you talking about? GJ. If GJ has come to the zone, you can enter. On US oil, the entry is 63.34. SL is 63.83. TP is 61.48. 61.48 TP. Entry 63.34. SL 63.85. TP for Euro USD. For Euro USD. And now the reason why I don't want you to enter Euro USD is most traders are coming to start buying from here. They come to start buying from here. I getting it. You go to start buying from here. But then if you are in, no problem. Others too also buy from here. You getting it? So we have some zones that they are coming to come in. The TP is 1.15608. Please can you give me the TP for GBPJPY? Okay, so the TP for this one is for Euro USD is 1.15755. That's the TP for Euro USD. For GBPJPY, GBPJPY keeps coming to the zone. It keeps coming to the zone. All right. So it's back to the zone. So the TP is 1.99387. 1.99387. Okay. So that's all. That's all. Okay, that's all. That's all. I've done your analysis for you. Okay. So the next one is my analysis. And when it comes to my analysis, is there no class today? Oh, we've started already. Today, I mean, like today. Oh, okay, today. No, today, no. We won't come live. Today is on Google Chrome. Today is on Google Chrome. That's the VIP and both the VIP and the 2 weeks masterclass. Today is on um Google Chrome. So I'm not going to show it on live. I'm not going to show it on live. Okay. So it says, will you cover everything in 2 weeks? Yes, with the 2 weeks masterclass, that's how it is. I cover everything in 2 weeks. I'll just give you everything in 2 weeks. That's how the 2 weeks masterclass is. cover everything in 2 weeks. You even from scratch, if you are starting from scratch, your analysis, everything, you'll be able to cover it in 2 weeks. So that's how the 2 weeks master classes. Because with the 2 weeks master class, it's consistent. Okay, so the 2 weeks cover with the VIP signals and everything. Yes, yes, for 2 weeks. So you're going to have everything. You're going to have access for everything to 2 weeks. After that, unless you subscribe again or you move on to maybe VIP or lifetime. So I can't wait to. Okay, so for TM, okay, all right. So I'm also here. Okay, I'm also here. So just waiting for you. I'm just waiting for you. All right. So right now, physical class is available. Okay, physical class is available as well. And then, so right from Ghana, we are taking it intercontinental. So you know how we talk it now. Yeah, I know. So I'm waiting for you. Okay. I'm waiting for you, TM. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Okay. All right. So any other thing again? Yeah, any other thing again? So that's how it is. So with the 2 weeks, it's cover everything in 2 weeks. I get it. So you will learn the strategy, the analysis, being able to also do it in the 2 weeks. Are you getting that? Comes to the you're going to have enough time to practice your hands consistently, more and more and more and more and more, comparing to the 2 weeks. But then even with the 2 weeks, it's like every time you are doing something, you're on your assignments and other stuff. Are you getting that? So you'll be able to tackle that as fast as possible. Okay, like trading is not hard. I always talk about that. So not hard. Trading is not hard. It's easy. Trading is very easy. Very, very easy. It's not hard. It's very easy. So on BTC, I'm just still looking at something here. So let's see how many perps move now from the selling 15 selling zone. 50 perps for the sell on BTC now. On the strong zone, 50 perps. They said, but then if you want to join that trade, the one is to 13. Okay, so now you're on your BTC after I got stopped out. Now you're on BTC after I got stopped out. Now okay, I don't get it though. I don't get your question. I don't know if your question will state me. I don't get it. Which one? Which one? See, I asked you to help me check it out before. Okay, then I didn't see, or maybe I forgot about that. Sorry. Bring me up. Let me show you. Oh, okay, on BTC. It's on BTC. Okay. Right. So scars FX. Sure. Everything will be covered in 2 weeks. Okay, everything will be covered in 2 weeks. So that's how it is. So the 2 weeks masterclass is $20, and then the VIP is $40. And then if you also want to join the lifetime, which is 150, you are talking about the 13 pips. If you want to join, wait, I didn't say 13 pips. I said 13 risk to reward ratio. 1 is to 13. 1 is to 13. The take profit pips is over 200, and then the stop loss is 18 pips. It's 18 pips. It's 18 pips. But then on BTC it was small. It was 7. 1 is to 7. Okay, Brian.
So what I'll show you. Back then, BTC was way up somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
When I asked you, you said something about 4-hour time frame and the day time frame that BTC is going to drop to this point. Then I marked it. But before then, I was already in on the buy somewhere way up here. So I was asking you like if what what made you feel that BTC is going to first sell before it goes back to buying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that was what I was asking you about. So I made my stop loss tight so that in case I get out, I'll still be able to trade again like tomorrow if I get a better setup. But you feel like it's going to drop to this point before it goes back on a buy, right?
Sure. Let's see
Alright,
on
yeah, so I'll
BTC.
just be
So let
anticipating.
me see that. Yes, like right now, this is what I said. Like on what's like I indicated here is that the selling that's coming to happen is what is strong, like a strong selling zone. Are you getting it? So it's going to sell like strongly. That's what I see on BTC. Strongly first before it triggers the buy.
Where do you think like is the best point? Like me now, I'm looking for a buy setup. Where do you think is the best point for me to be looking at as my entry point?
On BTC.
Yes, on BTC.
Okay, so on BTC, market has rejected from this zone. So that's twice, not the first time, but twice. So if you want to buy again, you have to wait for market to. Okay, so market has tapped into it already.
What's the time frame am I using? Sorry.
1 hour.
Sorry, yes.
So if you want to join, oh yeah, yeah. So I said the 1 is to 13 trade. If you want to join with that one, it's VIP and the master class. So if you subscribe, you join. You make your first TP 200 pips. Okay, a minute, I'm coming. Okay, so it has tap and reject, but then that's not how it should be, right? Okay, so on GJ it's heading towards our stop loss. On DJ it's heading towards our stop loss. But then it has cleared the liquidity above the zone here. That's on the buy, it has cleared the liquidity and then heading towards the stop loss. But then it hasn't hit the stop loss yet. That we gonna have. Okay, so I'm going to check that. Okay, not here. So I hope it didn't trigger your stop loss, or did it trigger your stop loss? Brian, did it take your stop loss?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, but then it's still in a selling zone, like strong one, and just touching the zones. So that's where the patience should be from, by touching the zones.